Hello, my lovely watchers, and welcome back. Now that hopefully OBS will stay stable for me, it usually only does this when I'm loading the Be Right Back screen, so that's fun. But we are back with Chapter 4 of the Royal Romance Book 1 from Choices the Game. So now our goal, our stated goal here, is to snag the last dance with the prince and properly meet our host, the Duke. The Duke, Bertie. We're gonna meet Bertie. So, let's get started with that. That lovely title crawl. Chapter 4, Save the Last Dance. Yay! Thank you for hosting! It's the night of the masquerade at the palace. You're walking over to the prince to claim the last dance of the evening, and you find him talking to Lady Penelope as you approach. And that's how my family acquired its 5th golden poodle statue. Oh my god, Penelope and her poodles. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. I can relate. Don't get me started on the Queen's antique goblet collection. Oh lord. There's a reason why he calls her the Queen and not his mom. Excuse me. So we have the option of saying, may I cut in? Shamar, I believe this is my dance, or Penelope, hands off my man. I don't even have to tell y'all this is judgy, so take a drink. It's okay, I still haven't figured out the Twitch chat commands either, so. Kira, no, he's not our man. He's not anyone's man. That could be my stream going hinky. But yeah, let me see what's going on with my stream here. My internet is being super slow, so this could be a factor. But let me get my dashboard up. Oh, it's back for me. That's good. How long it's been out, I'm not sure, but. No, it's buffering on my side too, Doc. So, but yeah, it's my internet might be being cagey tonight. I might start hooking in with Ethernet from here on out if it's gonna be that bad. But okay, remember, Kira, we're trying to teach you to be a good person. May I cut in is the only polite way to do this. Remember, we're kind of trying to keep Penelope on our side. If you must. Excuse me. I must. I must rescue Prince Shamar from the story of the 6th golden poodle statue. Yeah. I'm sure he really would love to hear it, but you gotta space the poodle statues out. You gotta save some of the poodle poodle statues for later on. Yeah, I keep thinking I'm gonna be fine on Wi-Fi because I'm literally sitting right next to my Wi-Fi router. But, you know, then I'm also sitting here going, why don't I just plug in Ethernet? In fact, how hard is it going to be for me to do that? Is my Ethernet actually plugged in here? It's not. I would have to, like, dig for the cable. I was going to say I could just stick it in now, but hopefully this will keep going fine. Okay. Penelope reluctantly walks away as the prince turns to you. Here I am trying to control my phone from my computer. Hey, he liked that. You handled that very well. I try. You do more than that. Honestly, you seem as comfortable here as you did back in New York. Well, you know, competing on a royal dating show, waiting tables in New York with, like, rowdy bachelor parties, probably, strangely, not all that different. Except for the whole ruling a country at the end of it thing. Shall we dance? The orchestra plays a dreamy waltz as Prince Shamar takes your hand. Oh, okay. So Ace would be fine. I would be fine because I know enough about a waltz step to BS my way through it. Who wants to take bets on whether Kira knows anything about waltzing? Y'all, this is this is probably going to be interesting. Okay, I don't. I'm not sure I know the steps. 1, 2, 3, just a box. It's fine. Just follow my lead. I hate it when men say this when you're dancing because waltzing is quite easy as long as you're sticking to really the basic step. Um, but when guys do that follow my lead thing, no, unless you know how to follow or unless they are leading you very strongly, that's not easy. And it's really hilarious anytime that I do social dancing, I have to tell my partner if I don't know what I'm doing, you need to lead me very strongly. Yeah, if they're good at it, then I should be fine. But if they're not, and if they're trying to be like super gentle, I'm like, no, you have to push me. Like my feet move fine, but they don't know where to go. You have to tell my feet which way to go. So yeah, um, you, you're gonna have to help me there, boy. And it's been hilarious every single time I've tried to do it. And I think in all that time, only one guy actually led as strongly as I needed to be led, and he was like, well, okay, I can like do this. I'm like, yeah, just throw me, it'll be fine. I yeah, it's been too long since I've done any social dancing to lead. There was a time that I did have to. I was swing dancing and it was jitterbug, and I had just been refreshed on what the jitterbug step was and had learned a couple of turns earlier that night. And so, yeah, I literally took the guy and I'm like, it'll be fine. I'll make you look like this is all your idea. You're good. It's fine. It was nice because he was really tall, so that when I wanted to spin, I literally could just pick his arm up and then he would figure it out about halfway up. And so, yeah, then it did look like he knew what he was doing. It was really kind of funny. With Shamar's strong arms around you, you easily match his movements. The arms shouldn't be all the way around you when you're waltzing. It should be like one arm kind of like on the small of your back, and then the other arm should literally be holding your hand, so they should not be around you. Don't know how you're going to waltz like that. You're an amazing dancer. I don't know. I don't remember seeing you dance at our friend's wedding. Um, but yeah, I'm picturing your boyfriend dancing at that wedding, and yes, that's about how I see it. I think at that point I was probably trying to wrangle my then lab partner into not crashing into people. Like there was about halfway through that where he was so drunk that I literally became his babysitter. No, please don't do this, and don't crash into the bride, please, God, what are you doing? um, but Kira says, you're an amazing dancer, and if any of us have ever watched Hitch, we all know that women equate dancing to sex. This also becomes important later in a diamond scene that I did buy. Um, yeah, it would have been at about that point in the night. My parents would be thrilled to hear that all those years of dance lessons paid off. Was any of this your choice? Did you want to take dance lessons? You probably had to, but did you want to? Huh. Poor Shamar. Shamar also doesn't know how to waltz, apparently. Either that or we are really good at following. One of the two. Maybe we did some other type of ballroom dancing and just didn't know how to waltz. I don't know. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. We've done swing dancing before, and waltzing is quite different, but we know how to follow. That's what. Okay, so we're an international law student, and we used to swing dance when we were kids. That's what we're going with to explain all this stuff. Okay. Shamar says, I'm very glad that I got a moment alone with you, Kira. Yes, alone on this dance floor, surrounded by nobility and an orchestra playing a waltz in what looks like a completely empty ballroom, according to this graphic. Oh, well, Relatively alone. There's only about 100 people watching us right now. Yeah, and you know they're all standing there doing like Facebook Live with this shit. Unfortunately, it's about as much privacy as we might expect. Though I do have a trick up my sleeve. Yeah, like Reese is over here. Alone, you say. A trick up your sleeve, you say. What kind of sleeve are we talking about? Are there cufflinks? Professional dancer, he isn't waltzing. Why isn't he waltzing? Other dancer, shh, he could have us killed, just go with it. um, yeah, Len Goodman can shut up right about now. Bruno, keep him. He guides you across the ballroom floor and waltzes the two of you out onto a set of French doors to an unoccupied balcony. You know, there's totally not press hiding in the bushes here or anything. So we've done a full-on Cinderella move and just waltzed right out of the ballroom like no one's going to notice. Okay. We can get a little more privacy out here at least. Nice moves. I try. Now, I want to know how you are. I trust you're being well taken care of here. Aw. Well, thank you for asking. Very Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella, yeah. Maxwell's been very sweet so far. He flew me out here and set me up with a room and everything. Hopefully Maxwell set us up with a visa. Or we could just like, hey, Shamar, can you, like, you're the prince, can you just like sign this paperwork that says I'm legally in your country? Just dance away from your problems. Dance away from your immigration problems. Immigrations and customs at this point. But yeah, I haven't met his brother yet. Bertie. I haven't met Bertie yet. The Duke. He's different from Maxwell. More serious. But their house has an excellent reputation, mostly due to him. I couldn't tell from the name Bertrand that he was different from Maxwell. I see. What about Cordonia? What do you think of my home so far? Cordonia? So we can say, I love it. It's nice, but I miss New York. Or I'd like it better if I had more time with you. Cue 10 minutes ago, yeah. So it's nice, but I miss New York. Well, perhaps being honest is, again, not necessarily the best thing to say. If you're looking to potentially rule this country, you kind of need to not diss it. I love it is good. I'd like it better if I had more time with you is a little pushy. So Cordonia, I love it. It's so tiny. It's like it belongs in a little snow globe. Really? It's beautiful. I love the architecture, the elegant events, all one that we've been to. The music, it's like something out of a fairy tale. Oh, God. I'd hoped that you would love Cordonia as much as I do. I don't know if we love it as much as you do. We've been here for like 5 hours. Well, maybe longer than that. Probably not much longer. It's probably been about 5 hours since we landed. Well, it'd be rather unfortunate for a queen to dislike her kingdom. Wouldn't it, though? Wouldn't it be unfortunate if the leader of a country did not like that country? He's different from Maxwell. Yeah, he killed the last random peasant he picked up at a bar. Probably. There's some kind of scandal with Bertrand, and I mean, for all we know, there could be way more murder in Cordonia than we ever gave credit for. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, like we've forgotten that we could become queen. Woman, Kara, we are not stupid. We are an international law student who used to swing dance, okay? We're not stupid. I guess that's a pretty important quality in a queen to be. Especially given Cordonia's recent history. Whoa, holy shit. All right, we gonna get in some good stuff now. What do you mean? These last few decades have been somewhat rocky for us. The first queen abandoned my father and my older half-brother. Half-brother. Half. It's going to be important when we actually see his face later in the book. I'm not clear on the exact details, but let me see. Listen, I've played enough royalty games. He's either killed a woman gay or got someone pregnant. Yeah, yeah, probably. Maybe all three. Who knows? But yeah, we're not clear on the exact details of why the first queen abandoned the king and Shamar's older half-brother. Well, we know that Hannah's an international assassin. So the first queen, I'm gonna guess, was probably, probably just a spy. It's probably really boring. She's probably just a spy. Like, and then the Soviet Union fell. It was a wild night in Vegas, for all we know. Yeah. I'm gonna go with spy that like kind of got lost when the Soviet Union collapsed and then got outed, and that looked bad, and so she had to leave. That's what I'm going with. Do you know why she left, at least? Well, she couldn't handle the pressures of courtly life. Well, when you're a Soviet spy. She came from a lesser noble family, so she hadn't been long at court before the marriage. She hadn't been long at court before the marriage. And my own mother passed away while I was still a child. Dead mom! She's a lost Romanov. Possibly. Possibly. You know, it took them how many decades for them to actually find Maria's body? Yeah, for all we know. and my own mother did indeed pass away while I was still a child. It was the first queen, the mom of his brother. The second queen was Shamar's mom, and the current queen is his stepmom. Yes, Doc, that is exactly how this line of queenly succession has gone. No one queen has had two kids. That's how this has gone. So I guess we don't have to worry about producing a spare because we will just be out of the picture before that becomes an issue. So the good news is I guess we don't have to worry about being queen long. You lost your mother? So we can say, I'm so sorry, or that must have been difficult for Cordonia. Wow, we're just gonna skip. No wonder Shamar thinks that, like, nobody likes him. When one of our actual responses can be that must have been difficult for Cordonia? Ouch! Maybe Constantine is just a murderer. Maybe this is like a full-on Cruella thing where he's just, like, systematically offing all his wives. I don't know though. Like his current wife kind of looks like Helen Mirren to me when we meet her. You'll see. So I think that might be why she's survived. I wouldn't mess with Helen Mirren either. So no, Kira, be a good person. Say I'm so sorry. That's the appropriate thing to say. She was killed by dead mom syndrome. It was very tragic. Yes. Well, Doc, perhaps you can speak to how deadly dead mom syndrome is. As we apologize and be a good person and show respect for Shamar's feelings here. It was a long time ago. As dead mom syndrome tends to happen, dead mom syndrome always sets in a long time ago. And so the current queen, she may not be my mother, but she is a wonderful woman who's done her best to lead Cordonia alongside my father. Ah, yes. Fatal in 99% of cases. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Instability in the monarchy is always dangerous for a small kingdom like ours. Yeah, Cordonia is actually bigger than this from what they end up talking about later, but it looks for all the world like it's smaller than Monaco. Like it looks like it's the size of the Vatican. So yeah. Instability in the monarchy is always bad, and in fact, Cordonia probably would have been colonized by now. Weakened currency, a rise in crime, a drop in tourism, all because of the lives of the rulers. Yeah, well, if you were a constitutional monarchy instead of an actual monarchy, you would have fewer of these being tied to the actual goings-on of the royal family. Okay. So that's why you care so much about finding the right queen. Yeah, because you're not going to survive long anyway. Exactly. I can't just follow my heart, as much as I might want to. Aww. There's too many other people I need to think about. I feel like tourism would be up. Yeah, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to burden you with this. Well, we're thinking about marrying you. Okay? Like, you're going to burden us with it at some point if we're going to have any kind of healthy marriage. So, like, we offload in small doses so that we don't have to run straight to a marriage therapist. But, yeah. I assume it's like an island nation, like a random bit off the boot of Italy. Yes, something like that. That's kind of what the architecture reminds me of, is kind of Italian or French Mediterranean. So, yeah, that's probably not that far off. But yeah, everyone loves unstable monarchs. I mean, come on. Shamar, we can either say, you can tell me anything, I'm here for you, or let's talk about something happier. Again, okay, so the first option kind of comes off like we're just here to be the therapist, which is not healthy. Let's talk about something happier, though. I kind of feel like might be a little dismissive. This is where my socially awkward is showing, because I don't date. Because I mean, that you can look at the name that's right next to the gameplay screen right now and figure that out. Um, but let's yeah, but no one loves Shamar. Like, yeah, so you don't want to just dismiss his feelings, because that's probably what literally everybody does. I'm sorry, my stream quality is kind of bouncing a little bit here. Um, but yeah, let's I know, poor Shamar. So you know what? No, you can tell me anything. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Shamar. You've got a lot resting on your shoulders. See, I probably had some champagne at this point, so it's probably about how Kira's talking right now, too. True, but I can at least take a moment to sprinkle in tales of my misspent youth. I wouldn't mind hearing those either. To be fair, in a relationship, you should be able to talk about anything. It's kind of just a question of whether you want to offload that on what is literally the second date, and not even that great of a date. So, but yeah, like you're trying to build like a healthy relationship here, because you don't want to just run out on him. So yeah. One night when I was only 8, my father decided to throw me into the rigors of governing. He made me sit through hours of meetings for 3 weeks straight. Unplanned teen pregnancy. Well, that is actually Banmox's running joke about this game, is that it's rated T for teen pregnancy. So yeah, especially with the game that I just finished playing, which was not the Royal Romance. That was definitely rated T for teen pregnancy. Mm-hmm. Finally, I couldn't take another minute. I decided to liberate myself at 8. Wait, you played hooky? In my youth, I was in an initiation ritual with a pig, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Drake and I stole a monster supply of chocolate from the kitchens, and we hid out in the gardens. We spent the evening making up games to play in the garden maze. Our best one was maze tag. Oh, I know which chapter we're in now, y'all. David Cameron, is that you? Yeah. You can see the entrance to the maze over there by the hedges. By the way, it highlighted maze tag, which means that phrase is important. Mm. Maze tag? Let me guess, you played tag in the maze? You've got it. Not our most cleverly named game, but whoever was it had to run after the other person in the maze. You lost if you were it by the time the other person got to the center. We played that for hours until we nearly collapsed from exhaustion, but we were too stubborn to go back. We used the last of our strength to climb up the tree in the center of the hedge maze and vowed to live out there. We fell asleep in that tree, and I only woke up when I fell off the branch and landed flat on my back, swearing up a storm. I hope this doesn't destroy your image of me as a proper prince. Ha! It does, but if I'm looking to marry you, that's not necessarily a bad thing. What surprises me most is that you can say that you know any swear words, or that Drake knows how to have fun. Both of these are judgy, so take a drink. Okay. When he was 8? What a potty mouth. He's like, yeah, yeah. You met at a bar. uh, so, so yeah, obvious. So here's the thing. I see the game here. If you say we're surprised that Drake knows how to have fun, that's us fishing because we like Drake. We don't like Drake. Drake's just an asshole 2018, okay? Like, Drake gets somewhat more tolerable as the game goes on, but he is introduced so poorly. So poorly. That no. I'm not interested in whether or not Drake knows how to have fun. I am only entertaining the idea of trying to get along with Drake because he's your friend. So what surprises me most is that you know any swear words. You're always so proper. Maybe in front of you. But are you going to continue to be proper in front of me in a couple of chapters? Well, I want to meet the Shamar who plays hooky and sleeps in trees. I miss those carefree summers. But I'm afraid those days are behind me, as the ad comes up. Tragic backstory averted. Yes. Yes, talk about our dead mom a little less and our days of living in trees a little bit more. On the next swell of the waltz, Shamar guides you through the doors to the ballroom. Inside, Shamar pulls you close, so you're swaying together as gradually the music begins to wind down. The song is coming to an end, and the masquerade with it. Wow, it's so formal. We'll have to say goodnight soon. Is this how it's going to be for the next few months? Stealing a couple minutes here and there? You're basically on a TV show, honey. Yes, that is how it is going to be for the next few months. Great way to grow a relationship, by the way. As I said, things are different here. I should spend some time with the other girls to be fair to them. Well, must you really, though? Because if you do that, then aren't you kind of leading them on if you're not really interested in them? Like, I don't know. I don't know that I buy that that's necessarily fair to them. But, I mean, I can get why they would think it's fair to them. But believe me when I say I wish this night didn't have to end. Who says it has to? Oh, Kira, you chav. Uh-oh. The last time you got that gleam in your eye, we ended up on a boat to the Statue of Liberty. That's right, the last time I got this gleam in my eye, I kidnapped your ass. Do you regret it? Oh, and remember, I kissed him on that boat. Never. What are you proposing? Well, hauling your ass off on a boat and kissing you again. What do you think? Would you like to meet me at the garden maze? Ooh-hoo-hoo. This is especially hilarious if you know what you can do with that maze at the end of the book. Yes, but my bodyguards would never allow me to go out there alone. My bodyguards would never allow me to go out into the maze on my own property, which is nominally secured, alone. You wouldn't be alone. I'll be there. Yeah, that sounds so much safer. This strange American woman that presumably she's had like some kind of background check done, I guess. But like, damn. They'd probably like that even less. We shouldn't. But then why are you smiling? Because we both know how much I want to. Yeah, and anytime there's a we shouldn't with the 3 dots behind it says that it does not matter whether or not we shouldn't. In that case, so here was one of the diamond choices. I'll be out there in 20 minutes, or I don't want to get you in trouble. We do want to get him in trouble. We want to get this prince in so much trouble, y'all. Plus, I already spent this money. So, I'll be out there in 20 minutes. I hope I won't be alone. Yeah, we're not going to be alone. It's a damn fact. We are not going to be alone. Kira! Oh, whatever, you look surprised. Like you Like you honestly couldn't figure out what my game was there, Shamar. Good lord. Yes? The waltz comes to an end, and everyone in the ballroom applauds. Before you walk away, the Shamar. What? Time to cause a political crisis. Yeah, exactly. We're we're gonna we're gonna cause so many political crises here. Um, before you walk away, the Shamar, not a different Shamar, the Shamar, spins you close, his head bent toward yours. Ooh. I'll see you in 20. Oh my god. Y'all. Y'all. Y'all wanted some action here. I'm sorry it's not with Hannah. But yeah, he's gonna see us in 20. Mm-hmm. 20 minutes later, Shamar joins you outside. He's the Shamar, not a prototype. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We getting some. Yeah, like I said, this becomes even funnier if you know it's toward the end of the book, which I do because I have finished this book. Cutting it a little close there. He said 20, not 15. Calm down. I was trapped in a conversation about table seating for tomorrow's picnic, but I managed to tear myself away for you. Shall we? It's true, Hannah, you're not as available. Like, the game clearly doesn't want us with Hannah nearly as much as it wants us with Shamar. I mean, that's why it's called the Royal Romance. She is so thirsty. Oh my god. Like, damn, Kira. Shall we? You take his arm and head toward the gardens together. Yeah, we shall. Okay. It really is beautiful here at night. Dude, we barely know what this place looks like during the day. Why are we making a distinction of whether it's, like, beautiful at night? Come on now. I wish I could take the credit, but the gardens out here were my mother's vision. His mom died because he had to kill her to complete his prince training. You know, at this point with Cordonia, I would not be a damn bit surprised. We had the option to say that, like, or, you know, we were told at one point the women at court would eat us alive, and I took that literally. So, like, hashtag cannibal court. I think it was her last wish before, well, as a Sith Lord. More like the second Batgirl. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so here we are in the gardens that his mom designed. Bruh, it's very clear you haven't dated before, because what's the one thing that you don't bring up when there's, like, the possibility of physical intimacy with your partner? Your parents. And usually more specifically your mother. You don't bring up mom when you're, like, looking to get some, all right? I'm an asexual virgin, and I know this, y'all. It's not hard. It's not just there's not gonna be anything hard if you keep that up, Shamar. Sometimes when I stroll this garden at night, I think of her. Wow, this gets worse. Shamar, honey, I want to be here for you, but I think this complex the game. Yeah, that's what this is turning into real quick, isn't it? At least he hasn't told us that we remind him of his mother. But first, I need to tell you about my dead mom some more. Pretty much. He looks up at the stars. Ooh, we're gonna be philosophical stargazers now. Okay. I'm sure she appreciates that. Shamar, I really don't want to talk about your mom right at this second. You can save that for later. You know, another night. Not when. Yeah, no, this was not my plan. This is not at all my plan. He probably is super emotionally damaged, to be honest, Doc. You have a point. Thanks. The garden holds a lot of good memories as well. Well, yeah, that time that you and Drake stole a bunch of chocolate and started cussing when you were like 8. This star here is named after my dead mom. Probably. What's your dead mom's name, Shamar? No answer? No answer? Are you sure your dead mom had a name? Because there's another game where there is some question of maternity. Not the Royal Romance. It's another game entirely. But this is where you and Drake played maze tag growing up, right? We say this like we had this conversation like a week ago because you can only get so many keys in a certain amount of time, and so they're like, you may well have not played this in months. Dead moms don't get names. It's true. It's true. Yeah. You probably think it's silly, don't you? Sounds like a lot of fun. In fact, so we can say we should play or tag your it Shamar. I bet she had the anime mom side braid. Losing their name is a symptom of dead mom syndrome. Oh, this is true. This is true. You're right. That is one of the first symptoms is when mom like completely loses her name and is just mom. But yeah, she almost certainly had that side braid happening, like at least informally when she was just like in the palace being mom instead of being queen. Yeah, she probably had the side braid going. So we should play, or we can just go for the gusto here. I say go for the gusto. Tag, you're it, Shamar. Now what? Shamar's mom is the same ethnicity as Constantine, then you know she stepped out on him. This could be why Shamar's mom was out of the picture so early. You clap him on the shoulder and start off running. You hear a laugh as Shamar starts to run after you. What shoes are we wearing? We're running on grass. Okay, if we're wearing, like, stilettos, we're in trouble. I don't care how good you are in stilettos. Cheater? Damn right. You're taller than me and athletic, and I'm in heels, so yes, I needed an advantage. Despite your head start, he comes close to catching up with you. By the way, we have no idea where we're going in this maze. Up ahead, you can see the maze entrance and the wet grass shortcut straight to it. So, timed choice, I should take the shortcut or stay on the path, take the shortcut. Why not? Breaks ankle from sinking a heel into the turf. Hannah, are you sure we have to kill her? Just take the money. Probably tiny baby Hannah did her in. Hannah's a vampire, actually. She's just young forever. You take the shortcut, picking up speed, and manage to stay ahead of him because we took the shortcut. Ha! You weave through the maze just ahead of him. Shamar said there was a tree at the center. You navigate the maze's twists and turns, heading for the top of a large tree until you see in the distance, until you round the last corner. Fortunately not hitting any dead ends where Shamar could corner us. Before you lies a straight path to the center of the maze, where a swing sways prettily from a large tree. Aw, it's so pretty. All the flowers. Nice lighting happening there. It's totally not a... You ain't getting the D any faster if you run from him. Yeah, well, you know what? Risa? Some of us don't want the D any faster. Some of us enjoy the chase. And not so secretly hope that he'll get too tired. You were so thirsty like 30 seconds ago. Yeah, well, I want to be actually thirsty. You know. Second Batgirl, she was raised to be the perfect assassin. Probably. Whoa. We're really impressed by this swing. It's why she has the mask. It's true. It's true. You can hear Shamar's footsteps behind you. I should hide in the bushes, tackle him, or run to the center. I'm gonna hide in the bushes. You duck into the bushes. When Shamar rounds the corner, he slows down. We're gonna let him think he's won. Kira? I have completely disappeared. I'm a time traveler. I just hopped in my TARDIS and flew away. Mm-hmm. He walks past your hiding spot. Just as you pop up behind him, he turns and reaches for you. Gotcha! Ah! I guess. I don't know. He dives forward to tag you, but his momentum knocks the two of you off balance. Oh! I didn't see this coming, you guys! Him, like, falling on top of me? Did you see this coming? Did anyone see this coming? I don't think anyone saw this coming. You've abandoned him like everyone else in his life. Oh, Doc! Damn it! You had to go there. Okay, no, it's fine. We're back. It's cool. He's tackling us into the dirt. All romantic like. It'll be fine. Whoa! You both topple over, laughing as you roll together before coming to a stop near the swing. So, he's tackled us, fallen on top of us, and we're rolling around in the grass. We've met this guy twice, y'all. His half-brother, his dead mom. So many tropes. So many damn tropes in this one, y'all. It's so true. Like, on the one hand, like, I can't blame it for being tropey. It's pretty much exactly what it says on the tin. The royal romance. Fucking asshole father. Or, he's emotionally unavailable. Well, his father probably is a fucking asshole, I'm not gonna lie. His emotionally unavailable father, fucking asshole Drake, Maxwell, trying to get him to skinny dip for, like, no fucking reason. I got questions about Maxwell, by the way. Like, aw. No, it's okay, Shamar. We're gonna turn your night around. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, so many tropes. So many tropes. I just in this one paragraph. He's knocked us over. We're rolling in the grass. And now we're coming to a stop near this romantic swing in the middle of a hedge maze in a garden that his mother built. Aha! There's the one where, yeah, that mood killer. Alright, I'm coming to a stop near the swing. We made it. The center of the maze. And I do believe I win. How do you figure that? Easy, I'm on top. That's... Kira putting on his dead mom's crown. Is this doing anything for you? God, I hope not. This is why each queen only had one kid. couldn't go for it the second time around. Just wasn't happening. Wasn't happening. Yeah, I'm on top. That's one way. That's one way to measure success, I suppose. Yeah. Hey, we don't know who tagged who at the end there. I want a second ruling. Whoa, he's already trying to bring in a third party. Met this dude like twice. He's already trying to bring in a third. We don't know where Hannah is. Okay? This is not okay. Well, we don't always get what we want. Even princes. Oh, sure, Kira, that's not fucking insensitive. Fucking remind him. Good grief. Hannah's chance. Yeah, no kidding. Hannah, where the hell are you? Didn't we exchange numbers or something? Hannah, come meet us in the middle of the hedge maze. Maxwell, get in here. Oh man, we're gonna have a party now. Yeah, not Drake though. First person to bring in Drake will be blocked. Even princes don't always get what they want. He laughs, and then his face turns serious as he gazes up at you. With the sweet piano music there in the background. It's so nice. Actually, this music will make me cry if I listen to it long enough, so. Something about you. It just feels right to be around you. Yeah, maybe because I'm a nice person who considers your feelings, Shamar. Shamar, so we can say, I feel the same way, or are you sure it isn't just the flowers and the twinkling lights? Okay. Are you sure it isn't just the flowers and the twinkling lights is what they would call the friend zone choice? I have problems with this. Here we are next to a swing. I have problems with this because that is exactly what I would say, even though I would probably honest to God mean that, yeah, I did feel the same way, but I make jokes because I'm uncomfortable with this shit. Y'all, like, this isn't my thing, especially not, like, out in a hedge maze designed by his dead mom, but, like, I feel the same way. I guess we do? I don't know, but yeah, I would legit have to ask, are you sure it isn't just the flowers and the twinkling lights? Because it could be just the flowers and the twinkling lights. So, like, me personally, I have to know. I would ask that question, and it would not be from the standpoint of, like, I don't feel the same about you. It's me needing to know because I'm insecure. So, that's what, like, this this game doesn't account for the fact that people show affection and attraction differently. This pushes you into, I mean, it is the coy answer, but it's the, like, it's not necessarily the friend zone answer. Like, you can be coy without friend zoning and bat your eyelashes and say that. Yeah, if you could add in body language, this would be completely different. But yeah, you don't get any say in your own tone, and so I have to say I feel the same way, even though that's not actually the natural thing to say. And this is where they start saying each other's names to each other, which is another thing that I don't really get. Do people do this? Somebody just stand there with their SO and be like, boyfriend, whatever your boyfriend's name is, boyfriend, girlfriend. Do people do that? I don't know because I haven't been there in like 10 years. It is actually 10 years now. So, Kira. Thank you, Risa. Thank you. I didn't think people actually did that. He reaches up to cup your cheek, his fingers warm against your skin. Ooh. I told you, like, it's actually not written badly. I should. All right. Kissing is an option. Take a drink. Also, y'all, it's called the Royal Romance. What's our rule? We always, always kiss the prince. It is Kira, not the other peasant woman we kidnapped, right? I would pay money to have. I would make that a diamond choice in this game if you could do that. Yeah. You lean down, your lips capturing his. His hands curve around you as he brings you close. Ooh. This is that point in Full House when they would actually make that sound. So we got a romance point, and he's smiling without saying a word. Ooh. And then he shakes himself and pulls away. Aww. We shouldn't. Oh, y'all remember what we say about... I tried to get my boyfriend to say my name after I said his, and he shook his head. I can see this head shake, y'all, and it's funny. We shouldn't. Okay, this just turns into a dark political thriller. You know, it wouldn't be the first bait and switch that this company has pulled, and almost certainly not the last, because they have one that looks like a nice, happy beach adventure game and then rips your heart out at the end. And I'm still not over it. He's shaking his head again at you right now. I thumb my nose. I bite my thumb at you, sir. I bite my thumb at you. Is the law of my favor if I say that I do that? I don't know. But, you know, when we say we shouldn't do something... Actually, no, they actually won't. In this chapter, I guess it's a little too early, which I respect. Like, Shamar wants there to, like, actually, to have a more romantic connection before he goes straight for the goods. So, like, I get it. I do, Shamar. I actually get that, because I would stop it if it was me, because I'd be like, yo, we're in a maze at night at a party where there are other people who could, like, actually walk in at any time. Your bodyguards are probably going to be looking for you by now, because remember, we've probably just set off a political crisis because the prince has gone missing. So yeah, I don't know what will happen, and you know, like, he's trying to be a good guy here. Y'all, I respect that. I respect that man. I know. If you aren't gonna go at it in your dead mom's maze, then where are you? Well, stay tuned for, like, the last couple chapters, Risa, because you'll get your answer. By the way, I will just say this app overall has a thing for outdoors. It's odd. What is it about you, Kira? When you're around, you make me want to break all the rules. Ooh. Ooh. That's because we're the rebellious American. That's what we do. We rebel. And, you know, cause general trouble and mayhem in the political spheres. You know, it's fine. Maybe you need someone like that in your life. Yes, I would bloody well say he does need someone like that in his life. Someone who, like, actually cares about him and his feelings and tries to make him happy and tries to do fun things with him. I was scared you were going to say has a thing for dead moms. No. No, well, actually, I lied. It's not entirely untrue. But they really have a thing for the outdoors. Which, if I ever get over my broken heart about that one game, that will be one that I stream someday. But it did. It kind of broke my heart. But yes, I would say he does need someone like us in his life because we are teaching Kira to be a good person. Okay. Maybe I do. This was unexpected, but somehow perfect. Yeah, well, we're cool like that. We dragged you off to the Statue of Liberty, dragged you off into your dead mom's hedge maze, you know. It's what you do. You laughed more in this maze than you did in all night in that masquerade. I guess I really needed this. Thank you. Yeah, I would damn well say you did, Shamar. I would definitely say that you needed this. I love, if you can't read it, it says, an amazing evening. Their little achievements tend to be pretty punny. No problem. I had fun too. Did we, Kira? Did you? Or are you disappointed? Because I feel like you are disappointed. Will I see you soon? How much of him are we planning to see and how soon? Yes, tomorrow. It'll be very busy, but I'll find the time. Well, it's a masquerade. They aren't really funny events. You know, I feel like you haven't been to the right masquerades then, Piscopoli, because every masquerade I've been to, which is none, have been a hoot. An absolute hootenanny, if you will. And that's how you can tell I've had bourbon tonight. I look forward to it. Shamar lifts your hand to kiss it. Aww, he's so traditional and sweet. Until then. By the way, we are walking out of this hedge maze together, probably covered in grass stains because we've been rolling around on the grass, all wet and, like, grassy. And are we having to do the thing where we stagger our exit from the maze so that nobody's gonna be like, yo, the prince was totally getting it on with that American girl? We're totally having to do that, aren't we? Nice. Right, Doc? Doc gets it. Back in your room, you're about to prepare for bed when there's a knock at your door. You answer it. Well, screw that. You know what? I'm getting in bed. This had better be a prince knocking on my door, because, damn. Maxwell, hey! Get the fuck out of my room. I'm tired and I'm probably drunk. I wish it would have been Hannah. We should have gone and found Hannah. I'm really mad that I didn't have enough diamonds for it, but that's okay. Like I said, Hannah will get payback. It'll be fine. I know it's late, but there's someone you should meet. Again, unless this is a prince with some champagne and condoms, y'all. I don't want to hear it. I know, ew, Maxwell. You're not the one I want to see naked. Bertrand. Bertie, if you will. This is the one I was telling you about. Kira, so if Maxwell wasn't a buzzkill, now we get to meet Bertie. Maxwell steps aside to let in an imposing man with a stern expression. Oh, good. Maxwell, why are you covered in grass? Mind your fucking business, Maxwell. Mind your fucking business. Why are you in my room? God. This is the girl you've chosen to represent our house. Yo, with that vest, with that sweater vest, my dude, you are a duke. You are a damn duke. What are you wearing? To be fair, it goes. You know, this is not like Olivia and that that damn mask of hers. But this is not a dukely look. Bertrand looks a bit like a mean, constipated Hugh Jackman. He really does. It's kind of like if Hugh Jackman and Colin Firth had a kid, to me, a little bit. Yeah. Except, you know what? No, that's an insult to Hugh Jackman. It still is. It still is. I'm sorry. This is like if Colin Firth combed his hair weird and wore a sweater vest. Yep! Nailed it, right? Yes, Maxwell, you nailed it. You brought a foreign girl home who's covered in grass. We look like the picture of nobility right now, I'm so sure. Kira, this is my older brother, Bertrand. Bertrand. It's nice to meet you, Bertrand. I like to imagine that we actually say it like that to him. The proper way to address a duke is your grace. You ain't my grace, get the fuck out of here. Oh! So he can say, I'm so sorry, your grace, or Maxwell didn't mention the stick up your ass. Kira's judgy, take a drink. While we get that ad out of the way. Yeah. Good, Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes is in this game for some reason, pretty much. So yeah. Yeah, no, Kira, I know it's late, I know we're jet-lagged, I know we're probably drunk, and we just got turned down in his dead mom's hedge maze, but be a good person and say, I am so sorry, your grace. At least it looks like you can be trained. Fuck you, Bertrand. Hey, I'm not your pet. Well, that was the nicer way to say it. Remember, T for teen, we can't really cuss. He doesn't mean it like that. Humph. He very much does mean it like that. Maxwell, a word with you in private. Uh-oh, Maxwell's in trouble. Bertrand grabs Maxwell's arm and hauls him out of your room. He slams the door behind him, but you can faintly hear their voices through it. Ooh, it sounds like they're talking about me. No, Kira, they're talking about the weather. What do you think they're talking about? We are getting a degree in international law. I should, so we can listen at the door or give them privacy. Listening at the door seems rude. Alright, so we have the question, so wait, was he the one who had a scandal? Bertrand, they don't tell you yet, but yes, he does. That is apparently known about in some circles, so yes. Yes. I mean, one could argue that Maxwell could very well be the scandal because, you know, he's the one talking about stripping naked in the middle of New York. I'd call that pretty scandalous, but no, it's... Yeah, it's... So, but listening at the door seems dangerous because they're gonna walk in and we're not really gonna have any warning, so let's just give them privacy, I guess. Because he totally looks like he has killed in the past. He does. He does. He looks like the type of guy who would kill to keep a scandal quiet. Totally. You hear some indistinct shouting. Truthfully, unless they've gone down the hallway, that shouting ain't gonna be that indistinct. Let me explain to you how much I hear of my neighbors' conversations when they used to scream at each other across the landing. Okay? Like, through two doors, across the landing, presumably across an entire condo. Yeah, no, I could hear every word. Don't tell me we can't hear. But after a few moments, the door is thrown open, which means it was a good idea not to listen at the door. Sorry to leave you alone, my dear, but I had some important matters to discuss with my brother. While Maxwell's been traipsing around with the prince, you know, just being a friend of any kind, even if he's not a great one. God. Friend of the prince, who needs that? I've been back here doing the real work of running our house and estate. Are you trying to impress me? Or are you trying to scare me? Because neither one of these are working, Birdie. They're not working. I'm still looking at your sweater vest, my dude. Sorry. And that, as it were, is where you came in. Oh, as it were. As it were, is that where I came in? Okay. Oh, I do? Why are we surprised? We're literally here to bring glory to their house. Like, they may as well, like, march us through the streets singing a song. Who needs political allies, right? Perhaps Maxwell didn't fully explain this to you, but if our house puts forth the prince's choice, we'll win fame and recognition. You will never bring your family honor. Something we could really use right now, actually, because we're kind of broke. Wonder why that might be Maxwell. Maxwell, you overstep. Yeah, I have a feeling Maxwell does that a lot. Sorry. You're broke? So we can say, there's no shame in being broke, or guess that explains why I had to buy my own dress for the masquerade, take a drink, judgy. Kira, be a nice person. Honest to God. Like, there ain't any one of us probably in this audience who does not know what it's like to be broke. So, there's no shame in being broke. I've been broke plenty of times. Granted, I'm a waitress in New York City and not a member of a royal house, but, you know. Thanks, Kira. It's entirely different for us. Yeah, well, you know what? I cut you, you still bleed red, Bertrand. Do you want to go? Do you want to go right now, Bertrand? So which one of you Beaumont boys has the coke problem? This is a good question, Doc. This is a very good question. Do you get money if I marry the prince? Which would be really creepy if you did, to be honest. Not directly. But we can leverage the prestige to great effect. It would be best to get that leverage before others find out our situation. I don't know what you're talking about. I am super rich and always have been. You're uninvited for my masquerade now for implying that. I mean, if Bertrand is Sherlock Holmes, it's true. It's true. If Bertrand is Sherlock, well, I feel like Maxwell's adopted then because damn. Damn. But yeah, it'd be best to get that leverage before others find out our situation. In the circles we run in, if word got out of our financial ruin, it would be a scandal. A scandal, you say? So, you know, there aren't any others running around there, Bertie? No other scandals that I need to be aware of as a member of your house representing your family name? Things that I should be aware of? Nothing? No? Okay. But our name is still worth something in Cordonia. At the very least, we can introduce you to the right people, get you invitations to the right events. Aw, shucks, Maxwell, thanks. Bertrand, let's go start another opium war. Probably. I don't know if Cordonia has that kind of military power, but I wouldn't put it past Bertrand. I only regret that we can't offer you more. Everyone, goes back and forth between being super casual in their language and super formal in a really weird, non-conversational way. And, I don't know if they're trying to show, that nobility happening with that, but the switch is really jarring sometimes. Speaking of which, have you prepared for tomorrow's event? Y'all, I just got here. I haven't slept in, 30 hours. Okay? I need to sleep. And what the fuck do you mean there's another event tomorrow? Event? That's the Derby. Oh, good. A Derby. You know what a Derby is, right? It's a funny hat, Bertrand. Fuck off. A Derby is a fancy horse race. Sorry, I forgot that one was timed. Very good. We have the fucking Kentucky Derby, you fucking asshole. Of course I know what a Derby is. God. Shit. We have, special drinks for it and everything. That's the only time in America where we do the fancy hats. One and only time that we do fancy hats. Otherwise, we're all why would we wear hats? for keeping the sun off your face. Let's go, my fair lady. Damn right. It'll be your first opportunity to make an impression on the press. They'll be covering the event. They don't get a lot of opportunities to see the royals, so they'll jump at this chance. Oh, I assume they're important then. Yes, very. Everyone in Cordonia will be influenced by what they write about you. Yo, there's already shit on Facebook of us like dancing with the prince, and probably some pictures of us coming out of a hedge maze together. So, I feel like they're already formulating opinions, y'all. We're a monarchy, but we serve the people. You'll need their approval if you're going to become queen. This is them subtly hinting to the player that we need to not be total fuck-ups in front of the press. I can tell you right now that Ace, I would be screwed. Because I would literally probably walk out there and somebody would do something, god-awful, and I would just turn around and pop my mouth off, and that would end badly. So, speaking of which, you should consider your attire for tomorrow. The Queen will be present at the Derby, and the right outfit will go a long way to earning her favor. That's nice. I'm very sure that I don't actually give a shit. I recommend going for a derby look that's modern to impress the Queen. Okay, so if we want to impress the Queen, we need to have a modern look. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I won't keep it in mind. I do not care. I do not care. I've made an appointment for you in the morning at the boutique already. Maxwell 6969. Oh my god, look who I saw coming out of a hedge maze. Hashtag royal betting. Honest to God, Maxwell would probably do something like that. Y'all, the only promise I'm gonna make about our derby attire is that we're not gonna wear a completely tactless $40 jacket. That is, I can make that promise. I've made an appointment for you in the morning at the boutique already. Oh good, a pointless trip to the boutique. We'll speak more tomorrow, right before we head out for the derby. Good night. Finally, you're gonna let me get some fucking sleep around here? Oh my god, we have to go to the boutique. Okay. The next morning, you enter the dress boutique and find Olivia putting on her outfit for the derby. Dude, I would probably wear my waitress uniform. I'd be like, yeah. That'd probably the best way to not get yourself noticed by the press is just show up and be like, yeah, I'm the help. The prince is dating the help. Scandal! Wear a horse mask. That one I probably would not do, only because I don't have a horse mask. Look what is on Olivia's head. Okay, redheads can do yellow. Emma Stone proves this. God damn, that woman looks good in yellow. This is, like, the yellow itself is not bad. I know, but what actually is it? Is it a smushed daffodil? Is it like 4 canaries that have crash landed on her skull? What am I looking at? And also, what is with the ruffles? What are those ruffles doing? I don't understand. What are they doing? Like, the colors actually all go fairly nicely together. Like, I'll give them that, but what is this design? A bird died on your head. That is what it looks like. A bird died on your head. I have seen some weird-ass hats, y'all. Because I've seen videos of, like, royal events, and there's some interesting hats going on at some of those. There's one royal in particular whose name escapes me that she does some hats. And by that I mean they're not hats, they're just weird things that she wears on her head. But yeah, Olivia, what... You're saying things, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm surprised to see you here. I thought you'd have gone home by now. Well, I thought you would have stopped wearing stupid things on your head, Olivia, but here we are. Eugenie? Or, I think the one that I'm thinking of off the top of my head is probably Beatrice, but you're right, I think Eugenia also wears some really weird-ass things on her head. I mean, they all wear weird-ass things on their heads at some point, but yeah, I think the one that I'm thinking of off the top of my head is Beatrice. Surely you've realized that you don't have a chance at winning. Accent is completely inconsistent. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Olivia, surely you've realized you can't intimidate me. There's a bird nesting in your hair. Judgy, take a drink. Um, or you don't need to hurt others to protect yourself. Now, that is a very incisive statement, um, and very very astute, actually. You can't intimidate me is also a good answer. I'm not. There's a bird nesting in your hair. We're trying to teach Kira to be a good person, so we're not going to say that. You can't intimidate me is a good answer, but what do we all know? Olivia's response is going to be, "Yes, I can. Of course I can. I am Olivia. Something Navrakis of Lithikos. Something. There's some other name in there. She's got like 5 names. No one needs this many names. Your hair is reminiscent of the French monarchs of old. Do you know what happened to them?" that'd be a clever way to bring that up. Yes, it would. Unfortunately, I wish that was one of the choices. There's a bird nesting in your hair doesn't quite cut it. But I know things about Olivia. I know that as horrible as it is, it could potentially behoove us to have her not completely hate us. I don't think she'll ever be quite on our side, but to have her not completely hate us could be a good thing. So I'm going to be incisive and say you don't need to hurt others to protect yourself. Huh? Shh, it's okay. You don't have to say anything. Look, I know that we're set up to be rivals, but that doesn't mean we have to dislike each other. Well, we kind of have to dislike Olivia on principle because she's an awful person. But you can also call people out on their awful behavior without being completely nasty about it. And so we'll see where this goes. We'll see how Olivia reacts, if she's going to like let her ego get in the way or if she's actually going to accept criticism. But Shamar, whatever else is going on, we don't have to hurt each other. Also, Shamar's a goddamn adult and can make his own goddamn choices. And I don't think he wants a wife or a ruler of a country who goes around sabotaging people. Bitch. I don't know what kind of game you're playing, Kira, but you're not going to fool me. Olivia turns away coolly and strides toward the door, but pauses. Look, I know you're probably going to embarrass us all with your lack of fashion sense later, but try to... So we actually got a relationship point with her for that, which is amazing. Try to avoid doing that. You've probably never been to a derby, but you really must look the part. A runway-worthy ensemble is going to get you noticed by the press, but that's just my recommendation. So, if we want to impress the queen, we have to dress modern, but if we want to impress the press, we have to have a runway-worthy ensemble, and they're kind of implying that these are not the same thing, which is interesting because those two do tend to coincide, but whatever. Either way, Olivia appears to be trying to help us this time. I don't know that I believe her. I mean, in this case, I actually do, because I know that she is trying to help us, but it's kind of surprising. We did good. Uh-huh. Is this like the last time you gave me advice? Decent question. No, never mind. Forget it. I'll see you at the races later, and I won't be holding back. Olivia walks out of the boutique, and you turn to survey the dresses. I like how 85% of the advice you get from NPCs tries to steer you in the direction of spending diamonds. Yep, that's exactly what the advice of the NPCs does, is try to get you to spend spend more money. And most of the time, it's actually on outfits, and it really kind of doesn't matter what the game is. They always try to make you spend money on outfits, of all things. Like, in some games, it makes sense because sometimes it's actually gear that you might need, but um, I've always gotten away with not buying the outfits and still being fine. The only time I do is if it'll get me a scene. So Olivia says the press will like something runway worthy, but Bertrand wants me to wear something modern to impress the queen. So this is our runway fashion meets derby style, which is cute. You know, the hat actually looks like it would keep sun off my face, which is really nice. That would be the thing that would be important to me. Um, and you know, the color's decent. Um, I kind of wonder how this would look on some other complexions. Probably not great, but on this one it's fine. We also have Off to the Races with the hilarious little fascinator happening there. So this one is the one that we're supposed to wear if we want to impress our potential future mother-in-law. Stepmother-in-law? I don't know. Which kind of looks like it's doing a weird thing with our boobs. I don't know what is going on there in the middle with that. Is that like supposed to keep the boobs from coming in and popping it? Because that's not the way boobs usually go. But I mean, you know, that's a thing. It's also cheaper, implying that it's easier to impress the queen than it is to impress the press. But the neckline does make a W. I don't know if that's standing for like winner or some kind of unflattering word that's very much like chav. Or we have the dress that we wore to the masquerade last night. Unfortunately, we cannot choose our waitress outfit, which would be hysterical. Well, stepmom-in-law until Constantine moves on to wife number 4. Secret route we're using. Oh god, no. 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 Do not make that a diamond choice, I swear to god. No. No. Alright. We, told it not to give me notifications. We are going to wear our free dress that, I mean, it works. It's fine. We're getting a lot of mileage out of this bridesmaid's dress. Okay? I'm gonna choose that look. This'll work. This is your last chance to pick your outfit. Are you sure you don't want to spend money? Tap the closet button to change. Well, hilariously, there is no closet button, so, well, I guess it does if I sit there long enough, but I don't want to sit there long enough. Derby, here I come. Will you be able to survive the Derby? Find out in the next chapter. So, with that, we've now been streaming for 2 hours, over 2 hours, even with OBS crashing on me in between. So, I am going to. I think you can change into the waitress uniform, like. I don't know. I guess I've never tried to actually change into the waitress uniform by using the closet button. Definitely in the second book, they let you change into pretty much any outfit at pretty much any time, even like between scenes. So they don't do the like this is your last chance to change thing in the second book, and that seems to be just kind of a characteristic of second books in this app, where once you're into the second book, you get more. Even just more starting options, like you can change your character's appearance again, usually because you've gotten into another book with more developers and better graphics and stuff, and so they're able more processing power for less actual effort. But yeah, we're gonna go in our bluebell dress, which I like how they've spelled that like we're Southern or something when we are apparently from New York. But yeah. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you all so much for coming out. The next stream will be on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific. So that's, you know, same time as here, same place. I am going to finish off my drink and catch you later.